Before you freak out at the title, let me explain myself really quick.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
A couple days ago on Saturday, I posted a video why Mob of the Dead is better than Blood of the Dead. And on that video, I asked you guys to comment why Blood of the Dead is better than Mob of the Dead. Now, I'm gonna be honest, it's really hard to be unbiased in this video, but I'm gonna try my absolute best to remain positive about Blood of the Dead.
Why you always lying?
I got a bunch of comments in the comment section of that video, and I picked 10 of them that I think capsulized the most important aspects of Blood and why it actually is better than Mob of the Dead. So if you guys do enjoy the video, if you do, please do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you're new. And also, if you guys haven't done so yet, please follow me on Twitch. As you can see on screen right now, I got new loyalty badges. So every month that you subscribe, you can eventually rank up and get a cool zombie head next to your name, which is always awesome. I'm going to be integrating them onto YouTube as well, where you guys can join and become members of the channel, but I haven't done that yet. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that I'm starting a brand new series really soon. I'm not sure on the exact date yet, but here is the intro for that series. It's going to be awesome. So without further ado, guys, let's get into why Blood of the Dead is better than Mob of the Dead.
No!
The first comment is from FaZe Robin, who commented, "In Blood of the Dead, you get the OG characters." So yeah, instead of getting Billy Handsome, Finn O'Leary, Sal DeLuca, and Al Arlington, which are the 4 original characters from Mob of the Dead, you get the Primus characters, Nikolai, Takiao, Richtofen, and Dempsey. Now, all of these characters we played as in Black Ops 3 Zombies, except for on Shadows of Evil, so they are definitely characters that we are well accustomed with, and it was really great to see them return in a way in Black Ops 4 Zombies. So I can definitely agree that it was a welcome change, and we had already known that they went to Mob of the Dead after during the cutscene of Zetsubo Noshima.
Guess it's you next, Nikolai.
Nein, there is something else we must do. There is a chain of events that must be set in motion.
Okay, gotta admit, I didn't see that one coming.
So it was really interesting to see them actually go there in at least one of the universes and actually play as them being there, which was really cool. Now, obviously, we know they were late and it messed up a bunch of stuff, and that's why they got stuck on the map. But still, it was really cool to see, and it's nice to play as those characters because they are definitely some of my favorite. The next comment is from Charlie Gaunt, who commented, "Sorry fans of the original Where Are We Going, but the new rendition is personally more creepy, which fits Blood's tone. I love the new Where Are We Going, and that's probably the only thing Blood did better besides the cutscene." So as far as like the actual Where Are We Going song that is in Blood of the Dead, I think it is much better. It has like a choir kind of vibe going through it, which is really creepy. I agree. And it definitely sounds a little bit better than the original. Both of the songs are absolutely fantastic. Like definitely both of them are in like top 3 probably, along with Always Running from Buried. It's just a sick song in my opinion, but they are both like fantastic. But I do think the Blood of the Dead one has a little bit of an edge when you enter 115 in the number thing at the bottom of the spiral staircase. The next comment is from Graham Does YouTube Dash Inferno, who commented, "Simply the Magma Gat." So yeah, the Magma Gat, I mean, it's an elemental blundergat, which is fantastic. And before we ever got confirmation of like a new Magma Gat was going to be in the game, I made a video literally like I think the week after we ended up getting the Blood of the Dead cutscene for the first time at the reveal, and I said that I would like elemental blundergats. I thought that would be super cool, and Treyarch actually ended up adding in another one along with the acid gat called the magma gat. Now when you pack a punch, it's called the Magnus Apprendi, which is such a cool name. But the way that you actually get this is you place a blundergat inside of the fireplace in the warden's house. You have to get 15 souls by killing zombies or dogs, and then you have to bring it all the way from the warden's house while keeping it the tempered gun hot, and you bring it to the forge, which is located in the new industries building next to the first dog. So when I saw this, I was super hyped, and it turns out that the magma gat is probably the best wonder weapon that we've ever had on Mob of the Dead or Blood of the Dead, in my opinion, besides maybe the golden spork. But this thing is just so good. It attracts all the zombies and they burn, and it adds residual damage to them as well, and it lasts for a fairly long time. They've actually buffed it since launch and also nerfed it because I guess they didn't get the correct damage right at the launch of the game. But still, this weapon is definitely one of my favorite weapons to use whenever I play, and it's always a good time. So definitely the magma gat is fantastic. I would agree that it is better than the weapons on Mob of the Dead, at least blundergat wise. The next comment is from FBI Open Up, which is hilarious.
FBI, open up!
And he said Blood of the Dead's Easter egg is way more difficult and attached me to the story way more than mobs. So yes, like the storyline plays a huge role when it comes to Mob of the Dead, so I would definitely agree with that comment. Now Blood of the Dead's Easter egg is a little bit infuriating for a lot of people. Like, people just get so mad. You son of a bitch! But I would say that it is a good thing that it is more difficult than Mob's Easter egg. Mob's Easter egg was easy, but the map was hard, whereas Blood, the map is fairly hard, and also the Easter egg is fairly hard to complete. So it's much more difficult, which is, I would say, like even more rewarding. So I definitely agree with that one, and you can learn a lot from the story, especially about the warden and like all that stuff going on there, which is really cool storyline information. So I would definitely agree with that comment. The next comment is from Quigley Plays, who commented, Afterlife is 100% better in Blood. I love that the shield has a new purpose. So as far as like the shield capabilities go, it's definitely a really cool thing. I don't agree with this comment at all, so we're gonna leave it there. I think that Afterlife in a shield is a cool idea. The key is really cool. Just not a huge fan of how many times you have to get souls and use those souls to do a bunch of stuff, especially for the Easter egg. So I can agree with that one, kind of. The next comment is from JFry, who commented, I like the new area. It made this map feel new and kept all the things we liked from the original. So yes, I would definitely agree with this. We got Richtofen's lab, the level above that, the new industries building, the powerhouse, the entire catwalk, which is fairly large, as well as the warden's house area past the warden's office. So all of these new areas definitely made this map feel unique and new at the same time, which was really cool, along with adding to what we already loved from the original. So I would definitely agree that the new areas are definitely awesome, and I guess it automatically has to be better than Mob because it's a larger map in general. The next comment is from Brainiac, who commented, Blood because the map looks beautiful on next gen, and also the map feels new despite being a remake of something old. So this kind of piggybacks on the last comment with the new areas, but Blood looks freaking amazing and beautiful on next gen. I would 100% agree with that. Now, I personally thought that Mob of the Dead and like all the maps in Black Ops 2 did look really good for the capabilities that were available to them on last gen consoles. But now that we have the next gen consoles of the current gen now, having better graphics adds like so much to the map as well, which is really nice. Like the lava looks amazing. All these zombies look so badass and cool, which I really like, and just like everything in general looks so much better with like buffed up graphics. Now, yes, it was 1080p and it still kind of is, but it just seems like everything is so much better with the new capabilities on next gen consoles. So I would definitely agree with that comment. Everything looks so much better, which is always a good thing when graphics increase. The next comment is from Dynamic Python, who commented, the Easter egg is more rewarding on Blood because it's more than just an achievement / trophy. You get an amazing cutscene and it leaves so many questions for the story. So yes, like obviously the cutscene was a massive thing that totally sent shockwaves through the entire community, which I love because, you know, Richtofen dying and all that, it was crazy.
Yo! Yo, holy shit, he dead! Oh, he dead for sure!
And I would agree that the Easter egg is more rewarding now because we didn't get a cutscene on Mob of the Dead. So the fact that we get like actual in-game cutscenes now for completing an Easter egg is definitely way more rewarding than anything before Origins, you know? Like, it's always going to be great when we get a cutscene now. So I would definitely agree with that comment as well. The next comment is from CJ Hackett, who commented the free monkey bomb Easter egg. So yes, monkey bombs are great. It's so cool that they actually added them in because we're playing as the Primus crew, whereas originally on Mob of the Dead there was no monkey bombs. So it's cool that they got added in, and it's also cool that you can acquire them by getting 18 kills underneath where the second dog location is, right outside of the Mob of the Dead spawn room. So it's really cool that you can get kills there with a tier 2 specialist weapon, which is really awesome. And also it's great that you can use monkey bombs to actually start the shotgun denial step by opening up the secret lair where the warden killed himself in the electric chair. So it's definitely really awesome that there's a way to get free monkey bombs and you can get them and they appear in spawn, which is really awesome. So I would definitely agree with this comment for sure. And the last and final comment is from Jake Graceman, who commented 5 things Blood of the Dead does better than Mob of the Dead in my opinion. Now the other 4 we already talked about, but the one that I wanted to include was number 1, which was better story debatable. So overall, the story of Blood of the Dead is so cool because we have Weasel taking flight as a seagull, which is crazy, and then we have the other 3 characters, Sal, Finn, and Billy, who are also ghosts, and you see them right before the boss fight, basically attacking the Brutus that drops the last red orb that you have to place on the map when you're about to go into the boss fight, which is really cool. Obviously the story at the end with Richtofen dying and the Primus version of Richtofen going there, as well as kind of Nikolai being the one to take the reins and become in charge of the crew, or kind of have the lead role, which is really cool. We also got the entire story about the warden. We originally thought that Stanley Ferguson was actually Brutus or the warden, but it turns out that the warden was someone completely different, and he was actually, you know, the one that was you know, made evil by the Shadow Man and basically following the Shadow Man's orders, which is really cool as well. So overall, the story of the map is fantastic, and I definitely think that the story is way better on Blood of the Dead. And we also got some ciphers from the original characters on Mob of the Dead, adding more backstory to their entire setup as well, which I thought was great, that we could learn more information about those characters. So overall, I mean, the story is great on Mob, but it's definitely even better on Blood for sure. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, I thought I was going to be complaining throughout this entire video pretty much, but it didn't actually happen because you guys actually gave constructive criticisms of why Blood is better than Mob, which I agreed with. Now, overall, I'm still going to love Mob the most, but definitely some great discussion, and I love these videos where I include your guys' comments. So if you did enjoy, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new, guys. Thank you so much. And once again, follow me on Twitch. At the end of every video, I've been thanking all of my Twitch subscribers, so all 13 of you guys, thank you so much. And yeah, now I'm gonna read all the names, so let's get right into it. A huge thank you to Soccer Balls, Frank UPCJS, NJ Pollock HD, Calhoun 92, Dark Rangers AJ, Acid Visions, Sofa, Dan from McDonald's, Cairo version 2, Silk Raps, Barbershop 42, Echo, and Blue Philly 14. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting me on Twitch. I really do appreciate it. Peace out, guys.